of this June 2018 paper, paper 2, and it's a calculator paper. So question C, use your graph to find estimates of the solutions to the equation x squared minus x minus 6 equals minus 2. So we can see that this part on the left hand side of the equal sign is the exact same as what we had for part 5a. So that's something we recognise here. So if we say that that is a function f of x equals x squared minus x minus 6. And now this looks like a transformation question to do with graphs. So to resolve this and to get our function equal to 0, we need to add 2 to both sides. So let's do that now. F of x plus 2 equals x squared minus x minus 4. Now, this is a graph transformation. I'll just remind you that with a graph transformation we have, if we add something to the outside of f of x, that is moving the graph in the y direction up or down in the same sense of what we're adding. So f of x plus 2, we're adding 2 and we're shifting the graph up 2 units, 1, 2 in the y direction. So that is upwards. F of x minus any number, I'll just use 2 again, that would be moving our graph down 2 in the y direction. We can also stretch in the y direction by multiplying by a constant, and a constant will remind you is just any number that doesn't change. So for example, we could say 3f of x would just be a stretch in the y direction. And we can also do in the x direction, so we could do f of x, we could do minus 2 there. And now this is a shift in the x direction, however it happens in the opposite sense when it's inside the bracket, so it's sort of the opposite of what you'd expect to happen. So inside the brackets, minus 2, we would think left being minus, but it's actually to the right because it's inside the bracket, it's the opposite. So that's the right, shifting to the right by 2 units. And similarly, f of x plus 2 would be to the left by 2 units. Now, back to our original question, 5 part C. We've added 2 to both sides, so that would be shifting our parabola 2 units upwards, or 2 units in the y direction, which would look something like this if plotted. So we take each point and move it up 2. So there's minus 2, 0, minus 2, 1, minus 2, 2. That's been shifted up 2 units. This bit has been shifted up 2 units, 1, 2. This has been shifted up 2 units, 1, 2. And this has been shifted up 2 units. So every point along this parabola has just been shifted up 2 units. So that's where you're going to get one of these 2 marks. The other will be for using this shifted graph to find the solutions to the equation. Remember, solutions are just where the graph crosses the x-axis. So we have a rather badly drawn curve here. Remember, you want something like our original curve, nice and smooth, going through all the points with the correctly plotted points. So just imagine mine look like that. It's quite hard to draw on my electronic pad that I've got here. And we're looking for solutions or where it crosses the x-axis. So one solution looks like minus 1.5, so minus 1.5, and obviously 0 because it lies along the x-axis, so y is always 0 along the x-axis. And this point looks like plus 2.5 as well, and obviously 0. So they look like our solutions. Find estimates of the solutions, so x equals minus 1.5 and plus 2.5, and that will be where we get the other mark. So those are my estimates to the solutions. Obviously estimates just because I've not done any real maths. All I've done is shifted this up, and then my hand-drawn curve obviously will create quite a few errors, and I'm just roughly estimating and looking and saying, yeah, that looks like about 2.5. Yes, that looks about minus 1.5, so I'm estimating those solutions to this equation. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, please comment down below. If there's anything you're not sure about, please comment down below. But thank you very much for watching, and keep up the hard work.